Hey guys, it's Sunday. It's sunny, not raining. I know most of my videos it's raining. I have tea today too, because it's a little chilly. I went for a walk this morning in the woods, and it was like, I don't know, 40. And now they said it would get up to 70. But it's a beautiful day. I wish I could say I had beautiful things to talk about. I don't, not really, except for the weather. I always have things to be grateful for, but this is not one of those types of videos. This is not a video of gratitude right now. I wanted to speak about, I guess, a couple of different things that, as usual, merge. Cardinal bird, it looks like it wants to take me out. I always feel like the people I'm speaking about, are they sending these birds? They're sending these birds from my head. Nah, I don't think so. Not that they wouldn't be that cruel. I just don't think birds would work for these types of people. I was in the Walmart parking lot the other day, the beginning of the week. I had to pick up a few things, and I wanted to use the service when, you pop your trunk and they come and put the items that you ordered online in the back, because I get sick sometimes. But anyway, when I was sitting there waiting for somebody to come out, it took like almost an hour. And then when someone did come out, it was an employee. It was a woman. She was going to put the items in the back of my trunk. Just a few things that I had. She came out. She was almost sobbing, because I think there were 3 other cars that were lined up next to mine, and they were there first, and she had to put their stuff in the back of their trunk. And she was so apologetic because we were waiting for so long, and the people that were sitting in the other cars were very nice, and they were like, oh, don't worry about it, it's Walmart's problem, And then when she said that, it was almost as if she was so thankful, and the floodgates opened, and she just talked about how there was nobody back there helping, and even though they make okay money, they are doing jobs for 10 people. To them, the money doesn't really matter. That they don't get breaks. That managers do what they want. That she'll probably quit. So she was going on while she was putting everybody's stuff away. She really was going on. And I wasn't going to roll my window up just because I had my daughter and my son with me, so they wouldn't hear it. They heard it and they were upset by it too. But it's this conversation that we always have, or I always have, with them about, the labor laws in this country, and how you better be careful when you go get a job and look for a job, because if you are in a vulnerable position, which most of us find ourselves in, because oftentimes that's the position you are in. If you are an employee, you don't make the rules. And even though we're supposed to have laws that protect employees, we know, I know, you should know, that a lot of employers take advantage and find ways around it. Find ways around the laws to extract as much work from you as they possibly can. So that woman was sitting there, and she was upset. I don't even know if she's working there anymore. By, just judging the amount of tears she had, I would suggest that she doesn't go and work there anymore. We all have our stories when it comes to working for other people. I can tell you some of mine later on. I'm not going to do that now. But then, after her story, something else happens. It's this, and I have a piece of paper over here. And I have a book here, you guys. We'll get to the book in a minute. But anyway, that woman at Walmart, that employee, she inspired me to make this little talk, which I'm probably going to title, Eat the Meat and Hide the Bones. Where did I come up with that? I came up with that because I was praying, I was meditating, which I love to do. And a thought came to me. After I heard this Walmart woman, and after I read this comment online. It was by, I have to look at her name, Indra Nooyi. I think that's how you say Indra Nooyi, the former CEO of Pepsi. Okay? And anyway, I'll get back to that woman, the former CEO of Pepsi. She's very interesting. This thought came to me while meditating about how there are people out there that really love to eat the meat and hide the substance of their nourishment, which is you. You are the substance. You are their nourishment. Without you, without your workforce, without our labor, what would they have? So all those things together inspired me to talk. Hopefully it will be for a short moment on this. And I really don't have anything new to add to the conversation. But I thought it was interesting, so I just wanted to put my 2 cents in. But anyway, okay, back to Indra Nooyi. So, and I have a piece of paper here. It's flopping all over in the wind. Sorry. It's my notes. Because, all these things can't be remembered. I'm not a robot. Unlike some of these people. But anyway, I was minding my own business as usual. Right? Except for when I make these videos. And, oh my gosh, let me push this book off to the side. And, a little article popped up. Just a second. It said, former CEO of Pepsi, Indra Nooyi. And she worked there from 2006 to 2018, supposedly. That's what the article said. Said that asking for a raise is cringeworthy. I think, oh my gosh, is asking for something that you need or even something that you want? Other people might think that you want. That's more cringeworthy than drinking battery acid, Oh gosh, people are so crazy, aren't they? But anyway, somebody interviewed her for the New York Times Magazine, and this is when she said that. She said she couldn't imagine ever asking for a raise because that's not who she is. Because of the way she was raised. She was raised without much, she said. She didn't grow up with much, so she didn't seek to ask. And I said, wow, the timing that this interview, or at least recognition of this interview, it's very interesting because it's coming at a time when many people, as they have in the past, sorry, something's on my face. I might be in the midst of a cobweb, guys. If you see a spider crawl across the screen, happy Halloween, okay? Anyway, the timing of her comments, or when they're releasing her comments, is so interesting to me because we're having this conversation now with all these people going on strike at Kellogg's and John Deere and the coal miners and other places. And I don't know why on earth, maybe it was her choice for this comment to be released, but why would you even say anything like that in the beginning, in the first place? Why would you say something like that in the first place? That you don't think that employees should ask for a raise. Why not? If they're not getting enough money to sustain their life, what does that have to do with your upbringing? So they should have a low quality of life because you had one a long time ago and it was okay with you? But by the way, the New York Times Magazine also said that in her last year of working, she got paid $31 million. Let that soak in. Hopefully it will hydrate you more than the Pepsi that she was selling, right? Why on earth would people think that other people out there shouldn't ask for the things that they need? And really, that's what's at the heart of what's going on to me. Yes, of course, there's lots of details. How much somebody's going to get paid? How much should they get paid? How much are they worth? When we put these decisions in the hands of whoever hires us. But then things happen. And I think I would be a fool to think that employers, high up corporations care about what happens with change. They don't care. But they should. They should if they want to continue to have a company. I heard that one of the issues was, I don't know if it was with John Deere, but it happens everywhere. I've worked at jobs where, they didn't give you a raise for 3 years, and then when they did, it was a nickel. And then they sat around waiting to see if you were going to do a dance about it. If you were going to start singing, songs of jubilation. If I was going to get down on my knees and say, thank you for my nickel. Give me a break. See, we have to take people seriously like that control a lot of aspects of our well-being. But there comes a time that if you can get out of there, try to. Because you just know. At any time the hammer's going to drop. And I think that the major issue is, like they were saying, I heard that pensions would be cut, or that new employees coming in, I think this was at John Deere, would not get pensions as a benefit. And what is that for? Who is that helping? How are people supposed to exist in their future then? Or exist with the rising costs of everything right now. Everything has gone up. I can't even go buy something without it saying Megapack on it. I gotta get Megapack toilet paper, Megapack cereal. I can't get, 6 or 12 eggs anymore. I gotta get 18. I gotta get 24 eggs. Everything's turning super size. I'm still the same one person. I don't need a super size. But I'm being forced to get one. I guess if I want to eat, right? Telling somebody that they can get a raise now, but then it will be taken out in the future from their pension. What is that? What is that to people who have common sense? Is that not robbing Peter to pay Paul? Because what I think it is, what I think what the offers are, they're equivalent to throwing somebody a bone, but taking out their teeth with pliers. Hey, here's a bone for you to gnaw on, but let me get those teeth first, you know? It makes no sense. But that's what it's supposed to, I guess, for them. Because the labor force requires that you sacrifice a lot. A lot. Your life, really, when you think about it, your years, your breath, your back, your spirit. It takes a lot from you as a person. And then what they say to you is, for all that you've given us, we don't want to give you any more. We don't want you to ask for any more. We want you to be scared to even think that you deserve more, so that we can have it all. That's the message. And we want you to sacrifice everything. Well, we don't have to. And if you don't like it, oh well. There are other people in other countries, that's what they're saying, that will gnaw on this bone. We will outsource your work. And it was funny. I was looking at this book. This is the book that's flying around. It's a textbook from years ago. But there's a chapter in here. Uh-oh, did I lose the page? I might have lost the page, guys. It was talking about the Pullman Historic District in Chicago, Illinois, and the 1894 strike. Pullman Palace cars were known for their luxurious details. The workers got upset and they went on strike. In this book it says, in May 1894, what began as a spontaneous protest quickly blossomed into a strike that involved more than 90% of the Pullman's 3,300 workers. We do not know what the outcome will be, and in fact, we do not much care, one worker confessed. We do know that we are working for less wages than will maintain ourselves and families in the necessaries of life. And on that preposition, we refuse to work any longer. Well, that didn't go on for so long because then the man Pullman had to shut down the plant. I guess, I read a little bit about him. He built this little town where the employees could live, but they could never own the houses there. And when they got behind on something, he would just take it out of their checks, or charge them high interest rates on things that they were using in the little settlement town that he made. I don't know, it's very interesting. I might go there one day and visit it. It's a historical place now. But this stuff has been going on for years. For years. Where someone else has to die so somebody else can live. I guess my question is, these people that don't want to budge at all and give these employees what they want, which is really what they need. What they want is what they need. I'm sure the corporations think what they want is what they want. As if food was a luxury. Food that's inflating, the price of food that's inflating every second. As if hot water and electricity and a roof over your head was a luxury. When will they stop playing games? the corporations robbing Peter to pay Paul and slashing benefits and cutting hours and claiming that they're paying somebody $20 an hour, but it's really $20 an hour for 2 hours, then send them home.
We know the games they play.
I know the game of get hurt at the job and then find a reason to fire the employee even though they now have an injured back. You know? When will these people stop playing games? I guess that's when you'll know that your strike is over, right? Anyway.